You're on camera now, you know.
Oh.
Turn on the oven to 400 degrees.
Okay,
Let the people know you're turning the oven on to 400 degrees. Yeah, I know. Terrible stove, this one.
It's on.
To 400 degrees. Can you see the 400?
Is it like go to the white dot?
Yeah, it's the white dot that goes. Excellent.
Yay.
Now we're going to take the bowl.
This bowl?
The black bowl, yes. We'll take the black bowl and we'll put it down there in front of you. And we are going to add to that 2.5 cups of oatmeal. Excellent. And we're going to add 2 eggs that we pre-cracked to save time. Let's put that in here. And then we're going to put in 2 bananas that are cut up. So we got one that's cut up and one that you can cut up. Have you ever made anything like this before?
No.
No, it's your first time?
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting. Well, no, you can't help, Tucker. I know you want to help, but you can't. They don't have to be too small, you can just chunky pieces. We're going to blend them all up anyway.
Yours are like even.
Oh, they don't have to be. See, that's the nice thing about this kind of recipe is they don't have to be even, they don't have to be neat and tidy. We'll take that out of your way. I'll just throw that away.
Like if you're making a fancy dish, it's then you have to if it's like presentation. But if it's gonna be mushed up, I guess.
Okay, so we can take this out of the way. So we are also going to add. Oh, there's my soda. Okay, this is the baking powder, and we want to add 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, which we didn't pre-measure.
So this is 1 and that's a half?
Yes.
Okay.
So we need 1 of each of those. Tucker's sad, he can't help.
Usually when I do this, I like to make sure I take 5 minutes just making sure that
you don't have to be
straight.
Well, I mean, normally with baking, they really, it is about science of cooking and all.
I like making it like.
And then we take 1/2 teaspoon of the baking soda.
Okay, so yeah.
Tucker's in the background checking things out.
There we go.
Then we're going to add 1/2 cup of sugar.
That's a lot.
It is, but that's divided between 12 muffins.
Yeah, so.
And we will take the spatula because we're going to add 1 cup of plain yogurt.
Okay. Oh wow, that worked very well.
Yeah, it does. It comes out pretty easily. The original recipe called for like Greek style yogurt, which is much thicker and everything else. But I find this turned out just fine.
Yeah. Bananas and yogurt, like for breakfast with a little bit of like milk or blueberries or something, is so good.
Very good. Okay, so now we're going to take the hand blender.
Okay.
Which, have you used before?
No.
No? Okay, well, the secret is you have to hold the button down while you keep that in the food and you move it up and down and around and...
Okay. So.
Yep. Put it in and just push it down. And up and down and move it around. And everything gets blended and mixed around. Yeah, because the reason I like this is because of cleanup. You just take your little water and it's all clean.
Awesome. That's so cool.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's just so much better than having a blender or something. You have to clean the whole thing out.
I
And
don't like it with this. Would it work with mashing potatoes? Do you think?
It probably, well, I mean, it depends. If you like to whip your potatoes, like if you put a little milk in and things like that, then it probably would do very well.
Because I don't like it, like when you use it and you have to like smash something, and it's like you have to get it out of all the little. Like when you mix it too,
right?
When you mix eggs, it's like it gets all inside because it's all in little pieces, and I have a hard time cleaning that. So
well, that's the thing. It's actually really such a slick tool. I just use it for so many things. Anytime I want to mix up stuff. So now we're going to prepare the muffin tins. Up in that cupboard there, you'll find a tin of spray. Can we reach? I'll have to reach it. You won't be able to reach it. Oops. So we're going to use a little canola spray.
You shake it or no?
Yep. We're just going to take the lid off there. Give it a little shake. And then you just give it a fine little mist over all the little things. There we go. There we go. That'll be good. Doesn't really take very much.
I'll put it back for you.
Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to pour this into the muffin tins till they're almost but not quite full. And it works a lot better kind of if you go a little bit on the faster side when you're switching between. That's it, just move quickly to the next one. And then that next drip will fall into your next one. And it doesn't matter if you get a little bit on the outside. Just keep going. That's okay. There you go. You're doing well. It's nice when you don't really have to be entirely neat and tidy.
Yeah, it's coming from the edge because it's like a wide bowl, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you move quickly to the next one, that drop that's always going to fall will fall into the next hole.
And a little bit on the side, too.
And a little bit on the side. But we can actually wipe that off before we cook, so it's not a big deal. I try my best not to have it fall, but no matter how hard I try, I always get some on the edge of the muffin tin, and it's not the end of the world. Now we'll take our little spatula as I reach across the camera, and I'll get you to, if I try to do that, I'm just going to knock that right out of your hand. So you just scrape that down into your...
Okay, first I need to actually get rid of bowl.
That's what I was afraid of. Like, I'm going to knock that right out of your hands. And then that would be a mess waiting to happen. Really, Tucker? Can you not wait for a muffin? He really likes them too.
Yeah. Like, try to even it out.
That's okay. No, that's good. That's good.
Wow, I made it worse.
So, okay, we've got them filled, and the oven is heated up because the light went off. So now these just go into the oven. Okay. Look out, Tucker, please.
So,
okay, make sure the door's all the way down so it doesn't fly up and burn your arm as you try to put them in.
Okay.
And we just set these on the rack in there and close the door.
Actually, can I like have a towel or something? I get like scared putting my hands in the oven.
And then you just push and the door. And then we're going to set the timer for 20 minutes. And then that will be done.
Okay.
Would you like me to pull it out? You open the door. Pull it way down so we don't burn my arm. They look off. So then all we have to do is we gently take these away and we're going to put them on a cooling rack. And we are done. And there we go with the finished product. All nice and cool. Into the touch. And yummy, yummy, yummy.